Hello everybody, my name is Diva from La Mexicana and we're here today to teach you how to make quesadilla. So the good thing about quesadilla is that you can always make them for breakfast, you can make it for lunch, you can make it for dinner, and you can use whatever ingredients you have at home. Especially now that we're in quarantine, it makes it super easy. Whatever leftover you have from protein, it could be eggs, it could be bacon, it could be chicken, whatever you want, you can always add it for your quesadilla. So we're just gonna need a few ingredients, super simple. So I'm gonna try to do this. This is my first time doing a live in Facebook, so I'm gonna try to do it my best. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So let me just put the camera right here so that way you can see. Okay, so I have two kinds of tortillas here. These ones, they're made out of corn. This is the one that we use for our tacos here, so it makes them like gluten free, so you can always have that option. And the other tortilla that we have is the one for the ones that we use for our quesadillas. This one, they're made from wheat, so they usually come round. You can find it everywhere in any supermarket that you go. Publix have them available right now, and they last very long, so they're perfect for this kind of thing. The other thing that we're gonna need today is cheese. I have a blend of 3 Mexican cheeses here, but you can choose whatever cheese you have at home. For breakfast, sometimes I make it with Swiss cheese at home, or one of my favorite also is the one with goat cheese, and I add a little bit of arugula and tomatoes. So you can, there, as I said, there is no right or wrong when it comes to cooking, so you can always use just the ingredients that you have available. So it's pretty easy. We're gonna have the tortilla here. You can make it also as big as you want. I like it to make it in half of the tortilla, so that way it's easy to cut and it's easy to share. So basically what we're gonna do first is that we're gonna add our cheese. And as I said, you can use any cheese that you want, any cheese that you like. That's a good thing about quesadillas. So I like to make sure that we have in the edges, so that way when we cut it, we don't have like just like spaces that they don't have cheese, because that's the idea of a quesadilla. I'm gonna use today chicken. This is just like fried chicken that we did in slow cookers. This is the one that we use here for La Mexicana, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of the chicken. I make sure that it's all around the quesadilla, well, half of the quesadilla. You can use any protein, as I was saying. I love the one with mushrooms. It makes it a good vegetarian option. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna add a little bit more cheese, so that way our quesadilla, it will stick to the tortilla when we're doing it. Okay, so we just add a little bit more, because why not? And the next thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna flip it. So I'm gonna leave this one right here. We're gonna make two, so that way you guys see the different sizes. This one is the one that I told you guys that they're gluten free, because this one, they're from our tacos, so we use it as quesadillas too, especially when we're going to different events out to the restaurant in our food trailer. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna do cheese. I'm gonna add chicken. I don't like to add like a lot. Some people think, oh, because if I add more cheese, it's gonna taste better. But I like it to be a good thin layer in each side, so that way the cheese, it melts all the way through. And that's it. So let me just move the camera right now, so that way you guys can see when I'm making it. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see. It's gonna be in the hot top. Okay, so basically I'm just grabbing the quesadilla. I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna grab my little one. I'm doing it here in the grill because it makes it easier and faster for me here in the restaurant, but at home you can use a pan. You have to put it in very hot, so that way the cheese, it doesn't melt and it gets like watery. That's the other thing. You need to make sure that you can use cheeses that they can melt. Because for example, if you use like just queso fresco, when it comes to Mexican, it's gonna have a lot of water, so it's gonna make our quesadilla super soggy. And that's it. You just put it in the grill. You make sure that cooks all the way through. And what we're looking basically is for the tortilla. If you see, like, it's pretty white, so we just want it to be a little bit brownish, so that way it gets crunchy and it makes our quesadilla super good. You can always check on your quesadilla, depends on how the griddle is. This one is pretty fast, but usually in a regular pan it's gonna take around 5 minutes. Okay. So when I'm gonna flip it, I make sure that I put my hand here so that way the cheese it doesn't go away. And that's it. This is gorgeous. It's like golden brown. It's pretty crispy, and that's what we're basically looking at a quesadilla. I'm gonna flip the gluten-free one, and these ones usually take a little bit longer because they're made out of fresh corn, so it's a little bit harder to cook. So this one we can leave it a little bit longer. And as I said, guys, you can make it with whatever you guys have at home. Sometimes I like veggies too. Spinach was perfect. I love arugula and tomatoes, and I top it with a little bit of balsamic at the end, and it tastes delicious. So it doesn't have to be just for any, like with chicken or steak, but you can use any kind of protein. And they're super simple to make. You don't have to get a lot of stuff dirty. And as I say, these tortillas, they last long time in your fridge, so you can always have them and make it. This is the same tortilla that we also use for burritos, so they're like super simple. So we check. This needs a little bit more longer. This one is almost ready, and if you guys can see a little bit, like the cheese is getting melted, and that's what we want. That's why the thing of the cheese, it needs to be thin but enough in all the edges, but it doesn't have to be like super thick, because if you make it super thick, it's not gonna melt all the way through. Okay, so I'm just gonna move the camera right now so that way I can show you guys how I cut it. Okay, so our quesadilla is ready. I'm gonna flip it. Golden brown, beautiful. That's what we want in a quesadilla. And I'm just gonna put it as we serve it here. So I made a cut here, another one, and another one. And if you're doing like bite size for patties, you can always do it thinner, and it works perfectly, and it's super easy. Usually we serve it here in a wood. We just put like wax paper for food, and it's like kind of like a piece of pizza, so it makes it easy to eat. It's perfect for kids, for adults, depends on what you want. I have two different salsas here. I have chipotle, and I have also sour cream. And you can always put a little bit of both if you want. Why not? And as I said, sometimes I need it with a little bit of goat cheese inside, and I just put tomatoes, and I put balsamic on top. I also like to add sometimes a little bit of pico de gallo, so that way it's a little bit fresh, and you can serve it like that at home with whatever vegetable you have. You can make like a pickling. You can add also some jalapeno and make it fancy for your guests at home. So this is our first quesadilla made. Let's take the other one out. And this is the gluten-free one, the one that I made with the tortillas that we use for our tacos. And honestly, this one, they're my favorites. I think corn tortillas, they're the best thing. The flavor is so fresh, and you can feel the difference. And this one, they're perfect also for party sizes. So let me serve it right now. And I got these woods recently. Actually, I bought it in IKEA, so like they're like pretty easy to find, and you can have it at home. You can serve like cheeses on top, and this one they're like super cute. You can do veggie one. You can put a label with the names for your guests when this quarantine is over. And as I did the other one, we can add a little bit of pico de gallo on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of chipotle that I love so much, spicy one. And if these ones are too big, we just cut it in half and we just add it like this. And you can always decor as you want. You can put a little bit of arugula or different spices, and definitely makes it like super cute and yummy. So I hope you guys like it. I'm trying, let me move this here. So I'm trying to make simple dishes that you guys can make at home, especially now that we're in quarantine. You can use all the ingredients, as I say. You can make it gluten-free. You can make it whatever you like it. Play with salsa. You can add like salsa verde on top. If your kids like ketchup, add mayo, whatever you want to do it. And it's a perfect dish for the family to share. So hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are safe at home. Stay at home, please. Wash your hands when you go out. And yes, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.